So who do we help? I want to share with you some folks we helped last week, so you can be on the lookout this week to some folks we may be able to help that you know. So we met a client through a credit union, and he does his banking, does everything at the credit union. They just don't have all the lending options that we have, especially for seniors. So he has $100,000 mortgage on a $400,000 home. The challenge is he wants to retire, just like all of us. So his income is going to go from here down to here, and it's not going to work if he has that mortgage payment. So we're going to be able to step in. We're going to be able to pay off his mortgage, make it from a big payment down to zero, optional mortgage payment. He's still going to own his house. He's still going to be able to sell his house, still would be able to pass it on to kids, but he's not stuck making that huge mortgage payment, and he's still going to have hundreds and thousands of dollars of equity in his home. So really awesome to help that guy. The other client that we met last week was an awesome lady. She'd worked her whole life, sold homes, bought homes, ended up with a paid off home. Then she retired. Her challenge was that next thing you know, she needed to work on the house, she needed to work on the deck. She had to borrow money on a HELOC to be able to do those things. Well, the HELOC wasn't enough. Then she had to use credit cards. Before long, she has a paid off home with a really small, like an $8,000 HELOC on it, line of credit. Now she has credit card debt. She has other bills, and that Social Security is just not going as far as it used to. So we're able to come in, we're able to set it up. It's all set up now where we can pay off her HELOC. We're giving her money to pay off her credit cards. She'll actually get money a year later, and she'll still have over $100,000 in equity in her property. So just some great options for her. So it was great to chat with her last week. We had another client that she had a traditional loan. Well, the traditional loan had a payment of over $1,500 a month. Now she was hoping to get a bunch of cash to do some other things, but when we looked at her situation, what would her retirement be like if she could just get rid of that $1,500 a month? So our scenario, it's set up where we're going to be able to pay off her mortgage. Now that mortgage payment is going to go from 1,500 down to every month. She'll get a statement with a balance due of zero. It's going to be optional. She does not have to make that payment if she doesn't want to. Then she'll have the ability to build up her reserves, emergency funds, those type of things. So she's going to save that money every month to build it up. And then she's going to take her extra money, pay on her credit cards, pay on her bills, and save up for a vacation. But the big thing is her biggest expense, her mortgage payment, is going to go to optional, which was awesome. She still owns her house, still be able to sell her house, but gives her lots of flexibility. We had another awesome lady that we met where she lives down south. Her kids are up here in Middle Tennessee. So what are her options? What's she going to do? The home was paid off, but when she looked at property where she wanted to move, it just didn't make sense. She couldn't sell the home for enough to pay cash for something up here she felt comfortable with. So what are her options? Well, in this scenario, she's selling her home. She's going to be able to make about $300,000 when the home sells. She was able to find a property for about the same price, close to her family, close to her grands, close but not too close. Does that make sense? Her challenge was if she sold her home for 300, pay all the fees, and buy a property for about the same price, she would go from no cash down there to no cash but living up here. What's she going to do? Well, we have it set up now where she's able to put $150,000 down. She's getting a new and improved FHA version of a reverse mortgage for $100,000. You follow me? She's selling the home for 300. She's getting a loan for 100. She's going to be able to pocket. She's going to be able to pocket over $100,000 that she can use to live off of, spoil the grandkids, invest, pay her taxes, pay her insurance, and she's not going to be stuck with a huge mortgage payment. So she's able to get closer to the family, improve her life there, but she doesn't want to hurt her budget because her other home's paid off. She's going to have the same budget here because she's going to have a zero required mortgage payment. So there's lots of moving parts, nuance, etc. I'd love to share it with you or share it with family member. If any of those stories resonate with you, you'd like to learn more, feel free to shoot me a message on the platform you're watching me on, or feel free to reach out. My direct line, you can call or text Matt Helton 615-400-6764. We're here to help you or anyone these stories resonate with. Thanks again. Have a great day. We'll talk with you soon.